So this is the beginning stages of the forced fetch. There's many different versions of it. This is my version. There's other things that I do, little spin-offs, but as a whole, this is my version of forced fetch. Couple prerequisites: the dog must love the treadmill, which is shaped like place, and then he also must have a verbal marker because there's too much shit going on for me to do clickers. What starts first is activation, eye contact. Is the dog asking to do it? The next step is he accepts my touch of my hand on his chin, and I put the first one on top here. Yes. And you see he comes to life on the verbal marker. There must be power in that verbal marker. Again, I slide my hand under the jaw. He accepts it. He doesn't protest it. Yes. I'm not applying any pressure to his face. I'm just simply overlaying my hands on top of his jaw. And you may be asking why I'm doing that. I'm not going to give you the answers. That's part of your learning curve. Yes. But I will tell you this, is that the dog must accept my hands, must be favorable for him, because later when we start adding a little bit of pressure, there's a lot of things going on in his face. He must see my hands as an ally, not as a threat. And there he is. He's trying to push in towards. Yes. Good. Super. So he's understanding that sequence. This is a big pitfall that I see from people that use this technique, is that they go to grab the dog's face first. And yes, I'm going to mark that, but although he did it well, sometimes you just go grab his face with the muzzle. They do the opposite. They get out of that little pocket where you want them shooting that pocket. That's why I use one hand. I let him accept the touch, and then apply the other hand. Yes, good boy, super. The argument clicker versus verbal marker is that verbal markers can carry emotion. You can see it in him, and I want to use that to my advantage at this point. There is the eye contact. There he is diving into the hand. Yes, good, super, very good boy. There he is asking for the next repetition. There's the hand. I'm going to go a little longer with the top hand, see if he protests. Yes, very good. So he's understanding that sequence very well. There's the activation for another repetition. He's asking. That's very important. There must be ignition and activation for the dog saying, do another one. Yes, good. If I go to chase him, if I'm going to go grab him and chase him, let's say he's Stevie Wondering and wiggling out of the way, it's the opposite effect. I want active dog, reactive handler. There it is. So he backed out right there. And maybe that's anticipation of the marker, but then you see it with negative punishment. He's like, come back, come back, come back. And I'm going to lay it in there, lay it on top, no pressure. Yes, very super. And you see his whole body well up with energy on that marker, very important. He's requesting another rep there. There's all activation. If he's looking elsewhere and got his head down and looking for things to bite and do other things, then you know he's not with it right there. So he backed out. Now that's what he's doing, maybe looking for food that I dropped, and I wait. Right there, he says, give it to me. It's with eye contact. Yes, good boy. Getting frustrated with that one. So he says, come back, good, I reward that. So a little too much happiness there, so I back away, good. So we protested again. He took his head off of my hand. I used negative punishment, step back. And wait for him to come back online. Right there. Yes, good. You see him go right back to the way he was several repetitions ago, where it was very smooth. That's the communication process. This is a little bit too slow of a roll for him. He's a go, go, go type of dog. So when I slow the roll down, put him in the mill, sometimes he's not as active. There's a request, but he left, so I leave. There's the request. Yes, super. Very good boy. This is maybe a few reps extra I'm doing for the video purposes. Maybe I would do less if it's just him and I. There, he's diving into the hand, accepting the touch. Yes, good. When he starts to understand that process, you see him, yes, good. Then he starts pushing into the hand. So it's me going to him the first couple times. Now I put the hands out of the picture. Yes, good. And right there, that little push, that's what I want to tell him. Push into the pocket. He's going around it, doing everything but. It's a new picture, no problem. He'll figure it out. Yes, good. And although it didn't go all the way into the pocket, it's the idea of, yes, of him wanting to do it. Successive approximation. Just a little push, a little interest in going in there. Yes, good. Super. Very good. Yes, good. Yes. So not only is this going to be force fetch, but really what I use it for mostly, of course, if I'm doing retrieve work, but also to teach the out. This is a very important sequence for teaching the out. Yes. If you notice what happens is after I mark, he blows out, he blows backwards, up and over to get the paycheck. So watch. Yes, good. So he goes and explodes out of that pocket. Later when I teach outing, I want the dog to release and blast backwards. And that's exactly what we're shaping right here. Yes, good boy. Super. So a little standoff right there. Got locked and sit, locked in eye contact, which are those other behaviors that he knows. I just wait him out. I just wait for him to figure it out in his brain. Hey, I got to unlock because nothing's happening. No good things are coming my way. So he unlocks from that position, offers his hand out, offers his muzzle towards my hands. And that's the answer. We end it right there.